So this is where they filmed Jurassic Park. So we might have baby swans if it's nesting. Get our steps in and I've got a craving.
Don't blame me for buying vegetarian sausages.
Look, well,
what are you doing?
Nick now has the TV to himself.
Don't leave me.
Hey, we need one of these at home.
Don't be ridiculous, it's just a cross-trainer type thing. Anything else, sir?
Oh, aren't you a treasure? Welcome to a new vlog. That's Nick, my lovely husband. He's just made me a toasted currant tea cake and a cup of tea. Good morning, welcome to a new vlog. Nick just made me... Oh, what are you doing?
Strapping me thingy up so you don't see me breasts.
Nick just made that nice cup of tea and half a toasted currant tea cake. So, welcome to a new vlog in the lodge for a day where it's a Sunday and we have absolutely no plans whatsoever. Unless Nick's come up with something. Have you?
I'm continuing doing
trip planning. So, join us on this day where we just find some things to do.
I'll give you some things to do.
It's one of those days where we just don't have any plans. It's the weekend, everywhere will be busy. We have no plans, apart from obviously trip planning. We're looking at videos and stuff
I've
online.
Just booked a Vegas hotel.
Yeah, so if
Got
you...
it really cheap actually for 3 days. Only £20 parking. So I've just locked it in because we still haven't used our free ones yet. And it's free cancellation, so it's a no-brainer. I just cancel it if we find something cheaper. So.
If you've been to Hawaii, let us know some comments below. Drop us a comment, drop us an email with the best things to do in Hawaii. Where's that thing that Lisa gave us? We want to do the Jurassic Park things, and our friend Lisa's going to Hawaii next month or in a couple of months or something. So she gave us this leaflet yesterday.
She's going to plan our trip for us.
Well, she's going to plan her own trip and then we're going to be like, what are the best things to do?
Just steal her...
So this is where they filmed Jurassic Park and it's got all sorts of different things. Lisa's doing a self-drive ATV tour or something.
UTV.
This one here, UTV. But we really fancied this one. The Jurassic Park Adventure Tour,
which has more stops on it, but I want to do the UTV. So it said, I'm torn.
I know, but the reason we're going is
Jurassic
for
Park.
the Jurassic Park, and our friends VK Adventures who go to Hawaii loads say that it is the best.
They
one.
said exactly the same. Jurassic Park's better, but UTV's fun.
Yeah, but
which just set me in turmoil.
I know, but the whole reason for going there is like Pearl Harbor and the Jurassic Park tour, so we will be doing the Jurassic Park one, definitely. Stay with us today, see what we get up to, and might have another cup of tea. Emptying the dishwasher, that's the first job of the day, while Nick checks out the swan. So we've got a lake in front of us, and it's filled with Canadian geese, grey geese. But for the last few weeks, we've had a swan on the lake. And
just one single, unless there's another one on the island.
It might be like nesting. So it's fun to watch all the other geese when this massive swan sort of like glides by. It's like the king of the lake, and it just kind of chases all the other ones off. So as it comes in, you can see all the other geese sort of like watching and like, it's here.
We've had them before, but they only come for a day, but this time it's been here for weeks, which means it's probably nesting, because it is nesting season at the minute. But it's the first time in sort of like 9 years, 9 years, that a swan has been and stayed for more than a day.
So we might have baby swans if it's nesting.
Well, if it is, then it will establish like a colony of swans.
I don't know what... Yeah, that'd be nice to see. I don't know what baby swans are called.
We used to have white geese, but I think the fox has got them, or stolts or whatever.
Well, if you remember from our vlogs years ago, they used to come
up feeding them, weren't
they used to come up and we used to feed them. And
they're all dead now.
Yeah.
Are you ready, my treacle?
Ready for what?
Going to the lounge. Gonna have a cup of tea. We were gonna walk, but it's slashing it down. Or it keeps coming and going. Hannah says it's like sunny down there, and we're like, how come we've got sun? And I've looked on the cameras at the apartment and Lee's mum's, and it's not sunny there either. So
say it was sunny. We're like, let's get in, can go.
So I'm just looking outside the windows as well. All the windows are clean now, and I'm looking out thinking, bloody hell, it looks clear, that glass. It's because the insides have been dirty for so long. But anyway, what are we doing now? Other than going to lounge, what's the plan for the rest of today? We were going to have a trip planning call with the wives and Tracy Neal, but Tracy Neal are on a little weekend away in a dirty weekend in Sherwood Forest, and they're not going to be back till 8 tonight. And the wives are working tomorrow. Yeah, we're going in cars, fine.
It's just an easy Sunday where we're just...
What is that?
What?
It's a duck with its ass in the air on the grass.
It's just an easy Sunday. We're going to go out for some coffee. We're just going to go... I could do with a couple more things for my Mother's Day.
Amazon. Get them ordered on Amazon, they'll be here tomorrow.
I've got to wrap my Mother's Day gifts up this afternoon.
Got them already.
And
you can show them now because...
I've already shown them in the last vlog.
Oh, well, I don't watch our vlogs.
So we'll go for a coffee first of all. This car needs a wash again.
I'll get your mop out.
Blooming filthy. You said you got naught to do today. There's the job for you.
I never said I've got naught to do.
Right, we're just on a little walk. Get our steps in, and I've got a craving for...
He's pregnant.
Peanut butter. We hadn't had any.
So am I then.
We hadn't had any in the house for ages. I had some in the apartment. We hadn't got any in the lodge.
It's very calorific though, is peanut butter.
Just a scrape. So we're just gonna head to a shop. Hopefully they've got some. And I've got some Rivitas. It's just a little snack. I had a cappuccino in the coffee shop. We've just been the coffee lounge. We've just been into a bloody rank.
So I've just been sat there for an hour. When we go to California, me and Faith are going to do the filming locations. Because Faith's obviously got, she's hard to see. She wants to get involved in that side of things. So me and her have been kind of conspiring and coming up with places of iconic movie locations. It's like, if you've watched our previous California series, you've always seen that we've always kind of like killed a day when we do travel or the day after jet lag, where we just go around and look at filming locations and
get people to guess. Yeah,
it's quite exciting actually.
It's hard though with the Disney wives coming because they've already seen Disney cartoons before.
There's one Disney and one Marvel in my list of 6 guesses, and then we've got another 6 which are famous places that I'll just tell them and then say, do you want to go and see this because it's in the area.
Mission accomplished. Crunchy peanut butter.
I'm just tempted to whip the lid up and stick my finger in it right now.
Well, you're not going to do. Nick's having a hideous combination. I'll show you in a moment.
No, it's not.
Of course it's a hideous combination.
Why is that?
Even them both together?
Yeah.
On the same Rivita?
Yeah.
Well, of course it's hideous.
How is it hideous? You'd have it if I made like a salad and put peanuts in.
So it's
with pesto,
peanut,
you stop
butter,
it.
and pesto on a Rivita.
2 piece.
On the same one.
Yeah. It's fine. Trust me.
I'll just have peanut butter me, thanks.
Don't knock it till you've tried it.
What do you say, viewers? What do you think to that?
Yes, it's a thumbs up.
Let us know in the comments below. Right, we've had a Rivita's what?
I'm hungry now.
I'm just closing the windows because I can't see TV. All into trying to watch new things at the moment.
Well, I watch old stuff.
Yeah, well, Nick watches Stargate Bedroom. I do like watching things over and over again, but it gets to a point where you're like, ugh. What?
Oh.
What are we having?
You're not on it.
So anyway, I've just put a light film on. You know, just some light and...
Freaking Gladiator.
Gladiator. I've never seen it. One of my dad's favourite films, and he always told me to watch it. It's one of those that's like 3 hours long though, something like that. So I've always been like, oh, I can't really
alarm to wake up.
Sit and watch film for 3 hours. But I thought I'd put it on. It's on cheese. It's on Amazon Prime. So I'm going to give it a go because there's a new one out now in the Gladiator 2. I'm going to give it a go.
Somerset crunch.
Is it crunchy? Cheese?
It's got salt crystals in it, yeah. Not it.
Yeah. 1 hour 21 minutes into the film. Another hour and 15 minutes to go. Oh. I need to walk around and stuff. Nick's come in and started to make noises. Tonight's food, we are having fresh fusilli pasta from M&S, sugo alla arrabbiata.
We're having no chicken. No chicken arrabbiata.
Yes.
With pesto and cheese.
Which I was quite surprised that Nick bought this no chicken thing, but it is good for us. So.
In second thoughts, trust me. I'd rather have the cauldron sausages and then make it like a spicy sausage pasta.
Oh, yeah, you could do that as well, yeah. And then just have the chicken for a salad or something.
Since it's fresh pasta, all we're going to be eating.
It's going to make a couple of days.
We're not going to eat it straight away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a whole garlic bulb up.
Freaking hell.
Grind it up in the blender. Well, I am because it's in the van, but I'll chop it finally. Chuck it into the tomato sauce. Leave it for a few hours to marinate and soak into the fresh pasta, and then we'll have it a bit later. So for now, we've just got to do this. We only have a red onion, which is a salad onion. But
I like red onions anyway. I much prefer red onions to normal onions. Just a touch of garlic.
No, I like it garlicky. It's good for you anyway.
It's good for your blood. So we're having a sausage pasta because they're going to go off today if we don't use them.
A bit hard.
You picked these up.
Don't blame me for buying vegetarian sausages. Look. You were literally drooling when I said, look at them Cumberland, and you went, oh, can I have a sandwich in the morning?
Vegetarians tend to live longer than meat eaters.
What a load of crap.
So, but anyway, you pick these up.
What did researchers say about red wine?
If you have a glass a day, it's very good for your heart and it's full of antioxidants.
Right, I've mixed it all together. It's almost like it's got mascarpone in it, but it's very spicy. My God, Lee's going to bark at that, I'm telling you. I've took some of the garlic out as well because there was too much, and the sausages have all been mixed in. So that's done. Just need to cover it. Possibly add a little bit of red wine before we have it a bit later because it needs a little bit more sauce, and then we'll serve it a bit later.
This takes me back to a long time ago when it used to be one of our favourite dishes. Nick once had it. You once had it, didn't you, in Leeds? Spicy sausage pasta.
Yeah, I used to work for an ISP in Leeds many years ago. My first ever IT job.
An internet company.
And they had this in the shop down the side of it, spicy sausage pasta. And then ever since then, I took Lee one day and we're like, oh my God, that's amazing. But it was actually made with hot dogs rather than sausages.
Oh,
but,
well, we've always put sausages in it, haven't we?
That's pretty hot. Right, let's portion it out. And the secret ingredients.
Bit of pesto, no peanut butter. It's amazing that there's a whole clove of garlic in there.
No, I took some out.
Oh, did you?
I took all the skins out because I usually put the skins in.
I'm going to say you can't really taste it, but I love garlic.
You'll smell it tomorrow. It was very overpowering, so I took some garlic out.
That sauce from Costco is...
It's got mascarpone in it, but it's also it's got a kick. Do you know what I mean?
Not too much of a kick, though.
But the pesto, we got the pesto from Money Bob's, didn't we?
And the sausages as well.
And the sausages. Cauldron vegetarian sausages.
They're very nice.
Sit there! Oh! I've just bit your tongue. Oh, that friggin' hurt.
Not a bad film, actually, once I got into it. I never realised how cute Russell Crowe was back then.
Very cute, actually.
Because, to be fair, I think that's the first Russell Crowe film I've ever seen.
You know, we're in Man of Steel.
Oh, is that? No.
It was Superman's dad.
Oh, yeah.
But much older.
Yeah. So, yeah, not bad. I need to watch Gladiator 2 now. That'll be another 3-hour film, probably. Nick's got a few hellos to do.
It's quite a few, actually. So, hello to Linda P, Max W, Alex T, Chris P, Lee F, who moved from YouTube members to Patreon members. Was that right?
No. He took a break and then he came back, so hi,
Oh, okay.
Welcome back.
So he's a rejoin. Sorry,
Yes.
Sorry, Lee. I missed you, really.
It was Chris SN who came over.
Yes,
from
that's it. He's
YouTube
on my list to do
Patreon.
as well. Alan C, Christine I, Alison, I'm trying to work out, Alison P, Becky P, Lou B, and Chris SN. So let me just switch.
Hi guys.
Let me just
Thanks for
switch to
joining
the
our patrons. Those were.
switch to the other screen. So these ones are the YouTube members. Now YouTube doesn't tell us when we get new members. We have to go through a list and work out which ones we've said hello to and which ones not. So there'll be some duplications here. So I'll start from this point. So Christine S, Joanna D, Louise L, Tink71, Jess, Tammy D, Jules S, Carly T, Cheshire Cat again. I've done that one before. Oh no, I would have commented the other day, wasn't it? Yeah, that would have commented. Julie S, Olivia Q, Erica J, Sarah, Chrissy C, Janelle C, Mandy W, John D, Charlie and Andy, Courtney, and Ben R.
Hi guys, and Janet Ovens.
And Janet Ovens, who we call Jane.
Yeah, we called her Jane last time.
I don't know why. I presume I called it. I presume that was the shout out that we did.
Thanks for joining on either our Patreon or YouTube members. And check out Discord if you're on Discord tier. Check out all the exclusive vlogs, Patreon.
We've just done a podcast this week.
All sorts of stuff.
Yep.
And speaking of doing things like that, I'm off on the computer now. Well,
what are you doing?
Nick now has the TV to himself.
Don't leave me.
It's a while later, and we're just looking for something to watch. So I said, I want to watch Gladiator 2. So Nick rented it on Google Play. And it's...
No, I didn't. I used your credit.
Or whatever. I don't use mine for out anyway. It's absolutely rubbish.
It's like a cheap British drama that follows on from a film. You know, like Ring of Power. It's all like British people, but it doesn't look like Lord of the Rings.
I really enjoyed the first one, but this one's absolutely crap. Let me know. Let me know in the comments below if you've seen it and what you thought to it. Just doing my walking around the lodge whilst I watch it. Welcome to the next day. The sun's just trying to get out as I was just speaking. Today we're going to go for a walk, get some steps in, whilst it's not raining.
And it'll be 2 weeks tomorrow that Lee's had his...
Yeah, 2 weeks tomorrow.
So
some of the vain things done.
Back to normality tomorrow.
I'll still be walking around though, as much as I can, because it's good for you anyway, isn't it? So, Nick's just putting some washing on. Then we're going to go and head to the lounge with our tablets and carry on some trip planning. We've got all the hotels booked now, although Nick's just looked a hotel up and says we've got to change it because...
Stagecoach Inn looks a bit ratty.
We looked at reviews and they all got good reviews, and then now we're onto the stage of like looking them up on YouTube and stuff like that. And most of them looked all right. We've booked the Paris hotel
it's all right,
in Vegas.
But there's better.
And the Paris hotel looks amazing for the price in Vegas.
We booked it through morerooms.com, which was massively cheaper than Expedia, and we got a resort fee included in the price as well.
Yeah.
361 quid for 4 nights. Although we may, we're going to keep looking for the My Vegas app to see whether any 2-night freebies are coming up. At the minute we're planning on doing the Park MGM or we're doing the MGM Grand. We haven't decided yet, totally depends, but we can't book them until May time because they only release them 3 months ahead. So we're going to go and look we're going to
research up Hawaii and another hotel for Yellowstone.
Yeah, we've also booked our California Disney tickets. We got them £50 per ticket cheaper, so that's 100 quid saved than attraction tickets. We got them through trip.com. I signed up on the app. We've used them before, actually, for a hotel in Manchester Airport, so they are all right. And we spoke to other people that's used them, and they've said they've been fine. But they were £349 for 3-day 2-park hoppers, which is cheap as chips, because, like I said, attraction tickets is £400 off £399. So we saved £100 there. What else? And we started, yeah, like Lee said, we've started now doing the research, looking at the hotels.
Well, we looked at them when we booked them, we looked at TripAdvisor reviews.
We've changed a lot because the prices are changing, so we're constantly checking. So we've moved from one hotel in Anaheim to another hotel and saved £160. So we've changed the car once as well. That was £1,500 for a 12-seater transit van to fit everybody in. And that's gone down to £1,100 for this is a shared cost among 7 people. So still as cheap as chips, but we've saved another kind of 350, 400 quid there. However, we've been thinking a lot of the places where we're going to be parking in the hotels are multi-stories, and a lot of them won't fit vans. So we may have to reconsider how we do the car, whether we do like a 7-seater minivan and then like a 5-seater SUV, and that'll give it the same luggage space, but it'll also give the wives the flexibility to do the things that they want to do in different places, because I know that they are not keen on doing Death Valley and Grand Canyon. They want to go to a water park in Vegas. So that would give them the ability to have their car and do what they want. The same in LA. We haven't got around to sort of adding the meat on the bones to that yet. There'll be places that we want to see in LA that potentially other people in the group don't. But if we have 2 cars, it gives us that flexibility. So we've still got to have a discussion about that. But my concern is whether we can get it into some of the car parks, because the Paris hotel, which is where we're staying at the moment, which is likely to change, doesn't have any oversized parking. You have to park it a couple of streets back, and it's an extra $10 a day to do that. So it's something we need to have a discussion about and consider. But today's plans, like Lee said, we're going to go and have a coffee. We're going to sit down. We're going to look at the itinerary again. We're going to check prices again. It's always worth, when you're doing a trip, when you've booked it, to revisit the prices at least once a week, and always get things on free cancellation. Yes. So then you can effectively cancel your booking and then book it again at a cheaper price. And so far, how much did we save the other day? £160 each on the hotel, £400 on the car.
Yeah.
And what else? We saved £100 on the tickets. There was something else we saved 400 quid on.
Well, we've got an Airbnb to look at, haven't we?
We have. So the Airbnb that we've got is a big place, but like anywhere, most of the time you're going to be out during the day and you're only sleeping there at night.
Especially in LA.
Yeah, so I found another Airbnb, which means that we can save £1,800 between us all if we downsize that. Not downsize it, but change to an alternative that doesn't have like hot tub and pools and things like that. Because everywhere else on the trip has got a hot tub and pools, and that was one of the requirements that everybody had said that they wanted. But for 4 days in LA, is it 4 days? 4 nights in LA, we could potentially do without a pool to save 1,800 quid, which is a massive saving amongst 7 people. And that can be used to maybe upgrade our room in Vegas to have something a bit more flash. But
stop boring everybody now, please.
I'm explaining the trip planning because people are going to know some of these tips. So you button it and
change my socks so that they match me.
Fascinating. Stop boring people.
They match me hoodie now.
You've changed them already to match your pants.
Yeah, but nobody can see my pants.
For frig's sakes. Right, get your stuff ready. Let's go.
So, yes, that's our plans today. But we're going to go for a long walk first, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, you've got a hair on your neck. Ooh,
where?
It's a right long one. You've missed that when you were shaving.
Pull it out. Why do you, have you got it? There we go, sorted.
So we're going to take this as well over to the lounge and have a proper look at this. We might get that locked in today, maybe.
We need to book that as well. We also need to book Pearl Harbor.
Yes, I really fancy
We need to
doing
look up the Sphere in Vegas.
Yep. Lots
because
to
I've
do.
seen the inside and I want to do the inside now.
Lots to do. Right, let's get us tablets. Let's go for a nice walk first. Just planning out our meals for the week, which is something we don't usually do, actually. You know what we're like. We buy things on the morning of the evening that we usually
Did you get my tablet?
Yeah, it's in back. We're just going to drive somewhere and have a little walk. So tonight we're having the leftover pasta that we had yesterday, which was really, really nice, and it stuffed me out last night.
And it's a win for the squad today.
It's a win for the squad. We're all losers today on our weighing day. Neil's lost almost £5. Well done, Neil. Because they're going to Florida as well, around the same time as the wives.
They booked it yesterday.
Yeah, they booked it yesterday. They're going around the same time as the wives. So we're going to have FOMO when they're sending photos if they meet up. They're not going together. They'll probably meet up, but Disney wives are going with L&S Adventures. So I imagine those 4 guys are going to be full on in the parks from rope drop to midnight.
Yeah, from sunset to sunrise.
Yeah, and Tracy and Neil and Faith are going for a non-park holiday, just to get some chill time in. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah,
so we've got FOMO.
Yeah, we'll have FOMO. So we are just planning out our meals. Tonight we've got that leftover pasta. Tomorrow night we're going to have a jacket potato with tuna and sweet corn.
Now we're going to have the Richmond stuff with shawarma spices and pitta. Because the Richmond stuff's going to go off if we don't. So that'll be tomorrow night. And then the night after we'll have...
fake Nando's.
No, the night after we'll jacket potato. And then after that, will I be fake Nando's?
I wanted fake Nando's. I had that in the, when we went into Beverley with the Whites or Kingswood in Hull. I had that
spicy
it's
rice.
Under a salad bowl, but it wasn't salad in the slightest. It was like a spicy rice bowl, and it was absolutely out of this world beautiful. If you ever go to Nando's and you fancy something different, get that spicy rice bowl. It was like golden vegetable rice or like spicy Mexican rice, the smoothest hummus I've ever tasted. It was so smooth, like
usually we get
blended.
flavoured though, that's why. But you can actually taste the garlic and the chickpea in this one.
Pickled cauliflower, red cabbage coleslaw, and baby, what do you call it? Stem leaf broccoli, what do you call it?
Tender stem broccoli.
Tender stem broccoli, that's it. And then chicken, or I had like vegan strips, which were actually really good. So I've been thinking about it ever since. So I've said I want to.
telling his mum about it.
Yeah. Well, my mum's got some Nando's vouchers that I think I got last year for Mother's Day. She's not used them yet. I'm like, get to Nando's and try this, because they've got one close by, which used to be our local Nando's. So I said I want to do a fake Nando's. So I've set Nick up the task later in this week to do that fake Nando's.
Why me?
Well, you like doing this kind of stuff. I know I was going to do more.
Well, I don't know where I'm going to get pickled cauliflower from, I can tell you.
Well, we'll just roast some cauliflower maybe and put some
vinegar on it.
Yeah. Nick can't help interfering when I try to be in the kitchen, so I might as well just let him get on with it. He's good at it.
Feel free, but don't expect to eat it if you mix gravy and peas and call it a meal.
He's good at it, so I'll just let him get on with it. I'm good at lots of other things.
Lee once made a meal and it was gravy and peas.
It wasn't.
It was.
He's missing out the most important bit. I probably put some, like a roast chicken with it or something
You
like that.
did not. You wouldn't have to cook a friggin' roast chicken. I came home from work and I'm like, what's for tea? And he's like, peas and gravy. I'm like, you've got to be joking. He always denies it, but I swear to God he did.
Why don't you get another job, 9 to 5, that's off-site, so that I can, make you food again and be without you for a day?
Why don't you rent an office and then you can come home and I'll have your food ready, like I used to do.
Well, yeah, actually, that sounds perfect. Get looking.
Off you pop. Right, we've parked the car and we've come to the park and they've put a gym in it. So Lee's decided he's going to be doing the gym. Is that it?
It's good, isn't it? It's easy.
Well, yes.
That's walking.
Well, imagine if you did that when you were on ground. It would call walking, wouldn't it?
Hey, we need one of these at home.
Don't be ridiculous. It's just a cross trainer type thing. Look at you. You just don't say not grass. You'd like to get somewhere.
I like this. Oh, we thought coming down to the beach might be a nice idea. It's freaking freezing.
I brought my hoodie. Let's go back into the park.
Just stocking up on Skinny Whip while we're here.
Why not? Right, we've been back in the lodge about an hour. Lee's had a nap. Well, should I say he's had a...
not.
Excuse me, you just woke yourself up snoring?
I was researching on vlogs of
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Jurassic Park Ranch and stuff like that, and I thought, I'll just close my eyes for 5 minutes and then I'd walk myself up.
And disturbed me. I was sat at the side of him and he's like, did I wake myself up then? And I'm like, yes. So before we tell you what we've done this afternoon, we've got something significant achieved. We're going to nip out to Taylor because I'm going to have to start thinking now about the next stage of the upgrades on the van after it's gone into the garage on Wednesday.
So we're going to be done.
So we're going to nip out there. It always motivates you when there's sunshine. This morning it was like dismal and dark.
Well, it's nice that it's sunshine, but when you go out, it's freaking freezing.
Right, let's get in the van.
Now this bit, I don't think is needed.
Do you remember how many times that screwed up when we were on the trip?
Couple of times.
And the fact that we can't plug the cable in because it always crashes. We're going to get a new sat-nav system. There's really nothing wrong with it, but it runs Android 9 and I want Android 13 and I need a paddle that I can turn the volume up and down because at the minute you can't change the volume on the screen unless you have to, well, Lee has to do it and it's just a pain in the ass.
I'm missing Taylor being in here.
We've literally not been in here since the day we got back. So that's one thing that's going to happen. The other thing is...
I'm going to have to close this door because it's bleeding freezing outside.
Well, it's not going to be much warmer in here. It's actually...
What is it?
17 degrees!
No frigging chance it's 17 degrees in here.
Well, that's what it says.
Where?
That's what it says, 17 and 47% humidity. So the one thing that we're going to do, the one thing we struggled with on the last trip... Oh, what's that mark there? Oh, it's reflection.
Come on, concentrate.
The one thing that we're going to do is get rid of all this. We're going to build this out to here and replace the pink and give it a more neutral colour and then just accessorise with cushions. So we're probably going to go for something that's like this colour, like a stony colour. And all this here, where this is like a lift-up box and things like that and then it's open, all this is going to come out. This actually has got a floor in it, and because it's going to be fixed we can take the floor out, so that'll save on the bulkiness of this. But we're going to literally rip it all out, rip this extender out, we're not going to use that anymore, and we're going to build it out to flush with that, so the sofa bit will come out to there. Because when you sat on there, it is alright, but when you sat on there you feel like you're rocking off, don't you? The fact that the wall goes up, so when you sat there you kind of like that on one side, and there really isn't enough room. We watched other vlogs and we picked 50 centimetres, which is not enough for our fat asses. So we are going to take all this out, put a long piece of wood in there, put a mount on the wall, and then build some stilts to support the weight, and then put 3 lift-up lids underneath. So we'll have a lot more storage than what we've got now. We're also going to make it a little bit longer to about there. So we've got a little bit more of an extension, so when you're having a nap, your feet don't dangle over as much. And then when we put that cushion on the end, it will actually create a full-sized bed. Yeah. So that means we're going to have to redesign that as well. Because it's not going to be as wide as this, is it?
This is a major project, this.
Van life.
Yeah, but I actually want to actually experience van life and go out.
You've just been napping. We could have been doing this.
Yeah, right, because we haven't got any frigging materials.
We need to go to Wickes and get a sheet of wood, but before we do any of that, we need to get the van bits sorted. So that's going to be the next plan. I need to kind of draw it up on a PC on how we're going to do it, but in effect, rip all this old crap out, 2 pieces of wood, one there, one at the edge, and then stilt the wall around, and then put the boards on top. It'll be a lot lighter than what it is, and then this will fix to the new end and just be moved forward a little bit. So this, because the problem we've got, when we're eating as dinner, that stool has to move forward about 2 feet before you can get to the table. Which is not a big problem, to be fair. I never thought about having to make that bigger, but we're going to have to, aren't we? And it also means, unfortunately, it'll be the 3rd time we get these cushions made. But we haven't even picked material, so the first thing we'll do is get that cut out, get the silhouette and get the structure in place, then order the cushions from Amazon and get them all lining up, and then we'll contact the seamstress and get some material and get it all sorted.
Nick just likes a project. It doesn't really need to be done.
It does need to be done. You said it on yourself, because when you were napping on it, you were like, your arms, I'll show you.
Yeah, but I can put up with it quite easily.
Well, yeah, but you don't need to put up with it. When you're napping like this, you've got to keep your arm like this.
It is a bit tight.
You've got to hold it.
Yeah.
Because if not, your arm flops. So you've got to keep holding your hand and putting it in, and you can't sleep like that. It's just too uncomfortable. And I feel now like I'm going that way. And I think when I built it, I actually think this here is actually shorter than the back piece. So even when you're on flat ground, it's still got a slope. And I would rather make it so it goes that way so it holds you in.
I don't want it to take months and weeks. I want it to be done and then
This is a day's job.
Oh, that's all right then. Yeah, right.
This is a day's job to do this. A couple of hours.
Right.
The only thing that's going to take a while is getting these made.
I know.
So, but she turned it round pretty fast for us last time, so I'll go to the...
Well, we can always use these. If we don't mess them up...
They won't be right size.
I know, but they'll fit on just so we can go out and about places.
We'll see.
I can't wait to get off.
We've got lots to do on the van, and then the other thing, we've got to get the aircon fixed.
Yeah.
We've got to get the oil sump sensor replaced and the oil changed, because the engine oil's got a load of crap in it that wasn't going out through the DPF filter, so that just needs cleaning up. And then the last thing, and this thing's been going on for 2 years, is the drive belt is noisy. And when we had it into the garage, he said that there was a little bit of play on the power steering pump. Not to the point where it stops the pump, but it's driving me insane. It sounds like crickets. So we're going to get a new power steering pump and a belt put on, and then see what happens from that. And once that's done, you can book all the trips you want, wherever you want.
Yay. So, I can't wait to get cracking on all that. Come and sit aside of me rather than right back, because it'll be focusing on you.
Yeah, we'll sit back then, because you're almost at the edge, just like you sat on the toilet.
I can't wait to get off. UK trips I'm talking about, and just getting back in van life. I really miss it, actually.
Talking of trips.
Yes, so the other thing that we've done today is, as lots of people know, Epic Universe is opening in May of this year. So we've finally got our Epic Universe tickets booked for our California trip. And
what a palaver that was.
End up in Orlando. This isn't until sort of October, September time. But we've got them booked. So 1 day Universal tickets, and I'll let Nick explain how we went about it.
So, the 1 day tickets have been available for months and months and months, but you've only been able to book, haven't you, from...
Have they been available? I don't think... Have they been available for months and months and months?
Longreens did it. Months ago.
Or did they? I don't know.
Yeah. Jamie booked his tickets.
When we're not going to Universal and Disney, I don't really keep up with all the news, but then when we've got a trip coming up, I start looking at it all.
So if you look on the Universal Orlando website from the UK, you will be able to see that you can buy 2 park days and 1 Epic Universe day. Now this is different for everybody. We're getting different stories from different people, different browsers, and depending on your location seems to make a difference as well. But Universal released the single day tickets for the back end of the year after June, and a lot of people in the UK have been struggling to access the calendar. And we had this problem this morning, and I'm just going to share the things that we did. Because we've got an annual pass, they also give you annual pass discount on Epic Universe single day tickets as well. And the only way that we could get our annual pass discount was to use Surfshark to log in, set it to America, and there's a few other things that I'm going to tell you that we did, and we finally got it working, and then we had to do it twice. So, some of the common things, people have been emailing us and asking us how they do it for a couple of days, like as if we're the experts on it. So, we're not, because the only expertise that we've got is having to do it ourselves. So the first thing that somebody has emailed us and said is that it's not accepting the payment card. Now I know what the cause of this one is because I've seen it before. So when you use a payment card to pay for something on a non-UK website, UK credit cards and debit cards use something called 3D Secure, where it sends like a one-time password to your phone, you get a key in and do all that. In America they don't have that. So when you put your credit or debit card into the Universal website, sometimes, depending on your bank, it doesn't ask to be challenged for 3D Secure, and the Universal website just baffs and just says, oh, something went wrong. And it did it on our Virgin card, it did it on our debit card. The only way around it that I could think of doing it, and I tested it and it worked, was to use a travel card. So what we did is we used our Revolut virtual card in the app, and we funded it with the money to pay for the tickets, and then used that, and it went straight through. So that's the first thing that we did to get the payment to go through. Before all that, it was a struggle to be able to see dates past June. So we just used Surfshark to connect to the VPN, set it to New York. Other people were saying as well that you have to set your time zone on your device. So we did that as well. And what was the third thing?
What do you explain by that?
So you have to change your location on your phone or tablet, instead of London, to be somewhere in the United States. So we set it to New York. It still wasn't working. So then we opened a private browser and went through it again while we'd done all those 3 things. And it went straight through, and we saw the dates and we booked it. Used our travel card, as I said, and we got the tickets for back end of the year.
Yes.
So if you are struggling,
that's done now.
We've got a post on our Facebook group where I've listed the 3...
Orlando Facebook group.
Yeah, our Orlando Facebook group. The 3 things that we had to do: the payment card and getting that to go through, the time zone, the VPN, and if you want to get an annual pass discount, you need to be able to log into the USA site to see your annual pass to begin with. So the tickets started at $118. We paid $153 including tax, because when we're going, it's like a peak time, but it was still significantly cheaper than not paying a normal fee without the annual pass discount. So if you do have annual pass, you must log in with a VPN.
It's very expensive, but it's got to be done on it. We've never been before, so we're going to go. There'll be no Disney parks in this trip, because we're going
never say never.
Well, I know that, but we're going to be there for a few days, and
we're only there for 5 days, and then we're going to Stacy's.
Yeah, there's lots to do outside the Disney parks and stuff like that. I know you guys love going, and we love going as well, but we just feel it's very expensive at the moment to go to Disney, but you can get the Disney feels without going actually into the parks, as we've shown quite a lot on our vlogs. And so we'll be doing Epic Universe. And
now, obviously, this information is correct as of today. Yeah. Things can change all the time, so by the time this video comes out, I'm hoping this is still relevant. But there's a few good tips in there regarding not accepting UK cards when you're paying on Disney and on Universal website. So just try that. Use travel card. It works straight away.
And Surfshark helped.
Surfshark let us log in to access our annual pass discounts. I didn't actually try it to access the one-day tickets without it, because we were doing multiple things. So.
Right, so that's what we've done today. So we're quite pleased with what we've got booked today.
We will put a link in the description below on how you can get Surfshark and how you can get our special deal of 4 months extra free.
And we are waiting on our friend Lisa to text us back also about where she's booked
Pearl Harbor,
and we're going to look at that.
So many tours when we looked online.
Yeah. So now I'm going to go into the kitchen, get myself some food.
And in between all that we're doing, Lee's just wrapping these presents. They've been on floor for a week.
Nice wrapping paper from Marks and Sparks.
That looks like something you'd wrap flowers in.
Very good quality. No tears, apart from that tear there. That was just the...
no tears, apart from the one there.
It was the sticker that they put round it. But it's not, like sometimes you wrap things and the pokes out of everywhere.
Oh, I do, yeah. It's world first problems.
Yes. World's first problems.
You know what I mean. Phil's worst ever. That's saying.
£1 per roll at Marks and Sparks. Very good quality.
Of wine.
Small one. That's a small one.
Because it's a small one.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's time for dinner. I've warmed it up. That's warm. Have you done it all? Right, let's get started.
Can't beat them for wrapping paper.
You can't. Now let's get some Star Trek on.
I thought you were in food cupboard again, even though we were just eating. I found a new thing. It's Lisa's fault again, our friend. She texted me.
It better be good. No. This one, it's 13 minutes and 1 second in, and it is pretty good so far. It's got me gripped, and I usually get bored.
It's a Netflix one again. Netflix have all the best things. Adolescence. I think there's been lots of hype about it in the media, and our friend Lisa told us the other day, watch that, and it's all one cut. So I'm like looking at it and seeing how the camera goes around.
Until I told you.
No, but
then we'd lost,
I remembered.
We'd lost interest in it and started watching for this camera cuts.
Yeah. So
and all the people around, it's like one big. It's like the camera's just immersed in the scene.
Yeah. I'll let you know how it goes.
Can't watch it. I can't watch it. It's making me too anxious.
I'm gonna make a cup of tea.
Oh my god. Oh. We just watched the first episode, 55 minutes continuously, no cuts whatsoever. And then Lee just put the other episode straight on.
The thing that stresses me out is the no cut.
It's looking for the cuts, looking for the mistakes.
Watching the camera going round, like, where's it going to go? Can I see it In a reflection
I've googled it and they've done it on purpose. Netflix have done it on purpose to create the tension of when you're watching, because it's so intense. I mean, obviously in real life, like what happens in episode 1 wouldn't all happen in 51 minutes from beginning to end. They'd obviously take days, but they've done it in a way that it's just one scene to another. Oh my god, it's just making me so nervous.
Tension building.
Make me a cup of tea, please. God, it's boring. First episode was amazing. The rest has been absolutely garbage.
But we've stuck with it.
Well, we've got distracted. He's been on his phone. It's still on now, and he's just been for a pee, and we've not even missed anything.
Lisa said episode 3 was amazing, so we stuck with it.
It was. There's no conclusion. That's the problem. It's like filming a film with no ending.
Episode 1 was great. The rest have been a bit boring. We've just stuck with it. I wish we hadn't, because we've wasted 4 hours.
Right, we're back onto trip planning, and we're watching something on Pearl Harbor. It's very confusing. They have so many tours on the website, but if you want to do like self-exploration, it seems that you can just do it on your own and get something called the Passport to Pearl Harbor, which includes all the entries, and then you just have to do reservations. We're watching this YouTube video from this lady, Abby Weeby. And it's been really useful actually. We were gonna spend like a couple of $100 on 2 tickets, weren't we? But this just says do the 2 passports.
To be fair, I mean I know what happened at Pearl Harbor, but I didn't realise it was such a big area to go next.
There's so many things. You're talking a full day to see everything.
Yeah, we need to really research this.
I mean, I know the basic history, but I don't know all the details of it. But
I've seen the film.
I haven't.
Pearl Harbor.
Oh, with Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
We need to watch it again.
Good morning and welcome to the next day. And Nick's where he left off yesterday. Still doing Hawaii research.
I've been sat here all night.
Look at this beautiful, beautiful weather today. Look at the view. The sun is out. It's beautiful. I'm going to pass Nick the camera so that he can finish the vlog.
We're still completely torn.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, but you can do packages, like half day or full day packages that include different tours. But I can't see one that has the Jurassic Park and the UTV one. So
I want to do the Jurassic Park tour. Definitely.
Me too. I just watched Adam the Woo. It's so bright in here. We've just watched Adam the Woo doing a UTV, and they only stopped 3 times. They went past all the Jurassic Park stuff, and that's not what we want. So although the UTV sounds like fun, we want to look in the paddock, and we want to go to the raptor pen. We want to go to the bunkers. So the decision for us is going to be the Jurassic Park tour. So it's actually on the east side of Hawaii. Opposite side to where Alani is, and that's the tour that we're going to be doing, the adventure tour. So we need to book that in the next few days. So we are going to finish the vlog.
And I watched some videos last night all about Pearl Harbor, so I know exactly why it was bombed and all that story. And
I always thought that the reason why the Americans dropped the bomb on Hiroshima was in retaliation for Pearl Harbor, but it wasn't. It was actually to end the World War. Pearl Harbor caused the US to enter the Second World War, but it's not the reason why they bombed Hiroshima. I always thought it was, but obviously it's involved, but it wasn't this direct retaliation. I think there was like a 4-year difference or something like that as to when they did it. So
don't quote him on that though.
I'm listening to Gemini, and I did cross-reference it to other things, but there we go. So we are going to finish the vlog. We have got loads of stuff done in the last 24 hours in terms of planning, putting a lot more meat on the bones. We've got our California tickets booked. I've done the first 2 reservations. I'm just waiting for the 3rd one to come out, and then we can do the last one. And the bloody price has dropped this morning as well. It was £349. It's down to $347 because of the dollar fluctuations. So the more that America's turmoil in terms of the stock markets happened, the better the rate for Brits. So I'm going to keep watching it. I've got it on a free cancellation, so if it drops to a point where it becomes worth cancelling and then rebooking, I will do. But there we go.
Thanks for watching today, guys. Hit the like button, click the notification bell, drop us a comment below.
We read all comments.
See you in the next one.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.